morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're up to lesson 12.5, solid figures. So at the beginning of this topic, we talked about the difference between flat, and we called those 2D or two-dimensional figures or shapes, and 3D, three-dimensional, solid figures. So today we're going to look at our solid figures. Since I'm going to do most of the pages with you, you really won't have much to do with this after with the book. There will be some Flipgrid time, and I even want to put up my own Flipgrid to give you an idea and so you can see exactly what I want you to try and do, okay? So take a look at our 4 sections here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want you to do is I want you to look at those and see if you know the name of any of those. Okay, so you might even know what they look like. So on this page, I would not ask you boys and girls to do this on a computer, okay? You can do this kind of activity on any kind of paper because what they're asking you to do here is to draw items that look the same way. And if I know one thing, I knew you guys get frustrated when you have to draw something and it doesn't look exactly the way you think someone else wants it to look. So we're going to spend our time on naming these figures and not on worrying about right here how perfect a drawing might look. That's something you guys can work on at home. All right, so this guy right here, does anyone know what this is called? It's not called a party hat, but it looks like a party hat. It's actually called a cone, just like an ice cream cone, okay? A cone. So you might have seen a cone in real life. You might have seen a party hat, an ice cream cone. Can anyone think of another example? Sometimes they use traffic cones in the street when they want you to not drive someplace or they want to close off a street. So that's one example of when they use them. Okay. What about this one? What's this one? I'm typing it in or tracing it in as best I can with this little tool while I'm waiting for you guys to see if you know it. Okay, this is called a cylinder. Can you repeat that? Cylinder. Good. Cylinder. Where have you ever seen a cylinder? What does it kind of look like in real life? Kind of like a soda can. The roll of toilet paper or roll of paper towels is a cylinder. Okay, those are some examples. A container of Lysol wipes is a cylinder. Those are all cylinders. Okay, what about this one? Ooh, that was a horrible letter. Let's get rid of that. All right, it looks like a ball, but that's not its name. Its name is sphere. Okay, a sphere. And you probably hear the garbage can out the window because I have my windows open at home. Okay, so that's a sphere. Where do you see a sphere in real life? Tons of places, right? Some balloons have that perfect round shape. Soccer balls, basketballs. Do footballs? No, footballs don't really have that perfect shape. They come to a kind of edge at either side. A golf ball, a tennis ball, they all work, okay? So you're going to be able to find a lot of examples of those. All right? And our last one is not called a square. Every one of his sides or faces is a square, though. He is called a cube. This one right here is called a cube. And a cube is really only when all the sides are squares. They're also sometimes called rectangular prisms when they look more like the rectangular tissue box that's not all squares. Sometimes you have those cute little cube-like tissue boxes where it's smaller and more like a square on all of its faces, but otherwise only squares for a cube, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the next page and look at why I don't need you guys to do this twice, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is name the first figure that comes before the little dotted line and then pick the one that matches, okay? So now you look up here and our gentleman who up here, let's call him Tom. Tom found some samples, right? He was thinking of a cube. He found, oh, look at that gift, that present, perfect cube. He was thinking about a cylinder and he found a can of tomato paste. He was thinking of what's that one? A cone and he found a birthday hat. He was thinking of a sphere, and he found a beach ball. Okay, so for the first set, we're just going to match which color matches. So we have our green sphere. Which one matches our green sphere? What color? It's done for you. The blue one matches. Good. Now look at the number 2. We have our next set. Okay, we have a yellow cube. What color matches that yellow cube? The same shape, the same figure. Is it blue, green, or yellow matches? The blue one is a match. Yes, good. All right, let's go take a look at some other samples. Flip page. There we go. Okay, so the top set, exactly the same. The bottom set, they want you to pick the thing in real life that matches it, okay? So I'm just going to say which one we're on, okay? Red one. What is it called? Say it out loud. Cylinder. Which color matches? Yellow. Okay, what shape is this? Cone. Which one matches? Red one, and I went over the line. There we go. Okay, so now let's get into which one do we find in real life. So which one is a real life cube? The tissue box. Good. What's the next one called? What's this green one? It's a cone. Which one matches the cone? And you know what that blue thing is called? The blue thing is called a funnel. A funnel is when we want to fill up a small bottle. And you know, sometimes you want to pour into a small hole. It's hard to get it in there. You put the funnel in the small hole, and then you pour into that big section up here. You have a bigger section to fall in, and then it just funnels or brings it all down into whatever container you put that on top of. It's a neat little tool. All right, so let's take a look at the next row. What is this shape called? It's called a cylinder. Which one matches the cylinder? The candle matches, doesn't it? Good. All right, we have blue. What's that shape? It's not called a ball. What's it called? It's called a sphere. Which one matches the sphere? The baseball, I hope you all said. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's see what they would ask us to do next. I've already looked, but okay, 3 more examples. And then the one down here is they would ask you to draw your own, okay? So now, I'm going to do a couple of samples. We'll do the last ones. Some of them are easier and more obvious than others, okay? So look up at the first one. We have a jar of strawberry jam. What matches the jar of strawberry jam? What shape is it, and which color matches it? The shape is a cylinder. Which color matches that shape? The yellow one matches. All right. And this little toy block, what figure is that? What 3D figure is that? It's a cube. Which color matches and is a cube? The yellow one. Can someone answer me, how come I'm not circling this red cube? Just an organization question. How come I'm only circling the yellow cube? We should be noticing, boys and girls, keeping your answers on one line. This is the kind of thing that I would be walking around and I would be able to point to the book and remind you where to keep your eyes focused. So make sure your answers are staying along the line. Without your math book in front of you, it's hard to practice that skill so importantly. This red cube, it does match this guy, but they're not on the same line. They're not the same question. So we're only staying on our lines. Make sure your eyes are still doing that. Okay, keep your eyes focused to the spot we're looking at. So now that one's not a real world thing. That's the actual 3D shape. What is that one called? It's called a cylinder. Good. Which one matches the cylinder? Which real life things are cylinders? Okay, paper towels. And, there's another one. If you weren't sure what it was, you can definitely see it takes the shape of the cylinder. It looks to me like it's a flashlight, okay? Now, some of these things, boys and girls, they may not be perfect. The paper towels are hanging off. It makes it not a perfect cylinder. Or this guy, he has a little on-off switch. We're looking for it following the basic, okay? The basic shape. So take a look at the other videos if you haven't already, okay? Watch the fun little song from YouTube, practicing our 3D figures, and then look at the Flipgrid link, okay, and see what Mrs. Dammers did in her Flipgrid first. Watch mine, and then see what you can do, Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions and different things I want you to try. Hopefully you still have that stem box from last week, okay? You still have that thing to make whatever little creations we can think of. So have that ready before you're ready to do your Flipgrid because you might need it. Hint, hint. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.